Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. Today's topic is A Tiger in the Zoo for class 10 students. So first of all, we will talk about the summary of the poem followed by explanation and difficult words. So now, talking about the summary of the poem. The poem A Tiger in the Zoo, written by Leslie Norris, contrasts a tiger in the zoo with the tiger in its natural habitat. The poem moves from the zoo to the jungle and back again to the zoo. It is a piece of writing about tiger that is very beautiful and is walking in his little cage. He is having beautiful stripes on his skin and has velvet-like soft paws. But he is not happy and is quite angry in the cage. The poet says that the tiger may try to hide behind the long grass if in forest, but here, when he is in cage, he is not able to do so. He is in a strong cage and he is helpless. The way he is able to show his power in the forest by roaring or something, he is not able to do so over here in the cage in front of the visitors. Here, the poet has described the tiger as being powerless. He is angry from inside. This cage life has totally changed his personality. In short, the poet says that the animal, who is famous for his fearlessness and freedom, is sad only due to human beings. Moving on, we will look into the poem now. He stalks in his vivid stripes the few steps of his cage, on pads of velvet quiet, in his quiet rage. Here, the poet says that the tiger that is confined in the zoo moves around in the cage under his bright-colored skin. He further says that the tiger can take only a few steps because the cage is small and it is not easy to move in it. One cannot hear his footsteps because he has very soft feet like velvet, because of which there is no sound. The tiger tries to control his anger by quietly walking in the limited area of his cage. He is angry because he is not free. He should be lurking in shadow, sliding through long grass near the water hole where plump deer pass. The poet says that if this tiger was free somewhere in the forest, he would have hid himself behind the long grass near the water bodies, so that he could easily catch a deer in order to have it as his food. Basically, the poet wants to say that the real life of a tiger is to live in jungle where he could hunt his food on his own and eat it. But the tiger in the cage cannot do so. He should be snarling around houses at the jungle's edge, baring his white fangs, his claws, terrorizing the village. The poet says that if the tiger would have been free out somewhere in the forest, he would have snarled around the houses located at the outskirts of the forest. He would terrorize people with his sharp tooth and claws. This would create fear among the people living in the villages. But he is locked in a concrete cell, his strength behind bars, stalking the length of his cage, ignoring visitors. Now the poet is back to the reality of the tiger about his cage life. He says that the tiger is in a strong cell which is made of strong building material. He says that as the tiger is behind the bars, his strength and power is also behind the bars. He just stalks in the cage, but he never tries to terrorize the visitors as he can't attack them. He hears the last voice at night, the patrolling cars, and stares with his brilliant eyes at the brilliant stars. The poet says that during the dark night, the tiger hears the sound of the patrolling cars. Patrolling cars are the vehicles of police which are used to guard at night. And just like everyone else, Tiger too hears the sounds of these cars. He then stares at the shining stars with his shining eyes. The tiger is sad with his life in a cage, because of which he can't do anything. So he stares at the stars in the night and tries to divert his thoughts. So now, it is time for difficult words. The first difficult word is stalks. The word stalks refers to follows. The next difficult word is vivid. The word vivid refers to bright colored. The next difficult word is stripes, which means a long narrow line of color. The next comes pads. This means paws of tiger. The next difficult word is rage. This word refers to anger. The next difficult word is lurking. This means to be hidden as to wait for your prey. Here, prey means an animal that is killed and eaten by another animal. The next difficult word is snarling. This word means warning sounds made by animals. The next difficult word is bearing. This means uncovered. The next difficult word is fangs. The word fangs means sharp tooth of animals. The next difficult word is concrete. It means building made of bricks, cement, sand, and water. And the last difficult word is patrolling. This means to guard. And with this, we will end this session. Hope you got what you were looking for. And now, I'll see you in the next video. Till then, keep reading, keep learning.